Hello, Unlimited friends. It's Zara here again to answer a question. This time, the question is about making a decision, and the question was submitted by Amie. All right, let me read out the question to you. So, the question is, when presented with a new and different opportunity, how do I know whether I should act on it or not? I understand that it should feel good, but if it doesn't feel 100% good, how do I know the difference between something that doesn't feel good and I shouldn't act on it versus feeling anxiety, fear about the change or unknowns of it, which is clouding my ability to feel good about it? Or maybe it's just the first step to what I really want, but how do I know? To put it in context with an example, I lost my job over a year ago and we decided I would stay home with the kids for now. I haven't been looking for a new job, but I was contacted with a job opportunity recently and don't know if I should act on it or not. Awesome. Thank you for the question, Amie. And for everyone else who is visiting the channel just now, welcome. My name is Zara and I write the blog zmahoon.com. On this channel, it is my objective to help answer questions from my subscriber base so that I can help people apply law of attraction in easy and practical ways to their lives. So if you have a question, feel free to drop it in the comments or send me an email through my website zmahoon.com. All right, let's dive into it. All right, Amie, let's help you decide what to do. So the first thing I want you to feel is that it seems like you're overthinking it. You're putting too much thought into it. So the second thing I want you to know is that if the universe brings you something, there is something in it for you. Even though you had decided to stay at home with the kids, there must be a part of you that was asking for better financial opportunities. And so the universe answered. And actually, the universe answered because you weren't asking. Had you been asking, then you would have had attachment to the outcome. You asked for this once and then you let it go, and therefore it came. It came. This is how things come to you. The universe will bring you what you need, what you want, right to your door. And that's why this landed at your doorstep. Now, should I act on it or not? You're saying it doesn't feel 100% good. So you're not overjoyed by it. And you have to ask yourself why that is. Why is it that I'm not happy? Because I'll tell you something, there's no right or wrong thing. The difference comes from whether or not something fits what you want. That's all. And so if you were right up here on the emotional scale in the first place, while evaluating the opportunity that has come to you, then you would have had no problem in deciding whether it was the right next step for you or not. So, as Abraham says, the first thing that we always need to do is to go up the emotional scale before taking any action at all. And here is what I'm going to suggest that you do. Really, you have two options. One option is to stay at home, not do anything, not accept this job offer. The second option is to accept this job offer. So take a sheet of paper and draw a line in between. And on one side, write the job opportunity, and on the other side, write staying at home. And then make a list of all the pros that come from staying at home and all the pros that come from taking the job. Do not talk about any of the cons, because when you talk about the cons, you split your energy. You want to make your decision by evaluating the pros of this and the pros of this. So make a list of the pros of the new opportunity and the pros of staying at home, and then give them a weight. For each one of the things that you put on your list, also give it a weight out of 10. 10 is the maximum weight you can give it, meaning how important is this thing. So, for example, staying at home and being with the kids feels so good because it's important to me. It's really important to me. If I was going to give it a number out of 10, I would say that it is a 10 out of 10. That's how important it is. So you would put the ability to stay at home as a pro, and then you would give it a 10. Looking at this job opportunity, you would give it a weight as well. With this job opportunity, you're going to have more abundance coming into your house. How does more abundance coming into your house feel like? Is it a 1 out of 10 or is it a 10 out of 10? Only you can answer. How important is this additional money to you? If your spouse, your partner is able to manage and you guys are doing well and you're able to keep all your financial commitments as well as save money for other things that you want to do, then maybe you don't need this job. You don't need it for financial reasons. So if you didn't need it for financial reasons, you would say maybe a 0 or a 1. That would be the weight you would give. But if the finances are also a 10, then put a 10 there. And take all the pros and the pros and the pros and give them a weighting. Then total the weighting. At the bottom, sum up all the numbers that you've given, all the weightage that you've given to each one of the pros, and you'll have the answer. Very clear. It will be very clear, and it will take away this tussle that you have going on, because what you are doing, you are actually splitting your energy by asking what are the pros of this and what are the cons, and what are the pros of this and what are the cons. And when you do that, you split your energy because the cons are negative, the pros are positive. So now they're pulling against each other, and you've activated the pros and cons in each of the two situations. Don't do that. That is the best way to become confused. And it won't let you move forward because it keeps you where you are, and it just gets you spinning round and round because you can't figure it out. That's all that's going on. And now, before you do this weighting exercise that I just explained to you, before you do this, I want you to sit down and just appreciate things in your life, things that we usually take for granted, like the home that we live in, how warm it is, how comfortable it is, the food that we eat. Just find some appreciation for the things that are working well in your life and make a long list of them. And that making that list of appreciation, things to appreciate, is going to take you right up the emotional scale. And when you are here, right on top of the emotional scale, then you do the second part of the exercise by weighting the pros and the pros and the pros. And you will be able to decide with clarity what you want. And once you make that decision, number 3, once you make the decision, do not look back. Because if, for example, something changes and you say no to the job and later on you wish you hadn't said no, don't worry about it, because the universe can always bring you more opportunities. Don't worry about it. And if you decide to take the job, don't worry about your children. They'll figure it out. They also have guidance. They have guidance and they don't really need you to be at home. Your being at home was a bonus. Part of you wanted it. And part of you still wants to work and be working towards your needs that come from self-actualization at work. And all these things are valid, and you are absolutely allowed to change your mind when your preferences change. There's no such thing as your children not being able to manage without you. You just have to manage yourself, not them. They don't need you. They've got the universe. They've got their own guidance system. And so do the exercise and your answer will be absolutely clear. Thank you, Amie, for your amazing question. And thank you to everyone who is visiting my channel just now. I really appreciate your hanging out with me. Please, before you leave, comment, subscribe, click on that notification bell, and help me spread my word. And if you would like to work more closely with me, come and join the 40-day Law of Attraction workout to accelerate manifesting. When you get the workbook off of Amazon, you will also receive access to a completely free video course that will deepen your understanding of Law of Attraction. Plus, you'll get to join my community on Facebook and interact with me on a daily basis. Take care, folks. Thank you again for visiting. Love you all and see you later. Bye for now.